not even that bad because the Void Spirit gets to catch up mid for a little bit. So where he was really like quite far behind before, the leader's now like given like effectively some CS over to the Void Spirit for free. Not for free, but
Dire structures
Lina.
Out, and now LSA thrown. Somnus getting locked up a lot. Panda's in with battery assault. They're trying to do as much damage as they can to Nothing to Say, but there's the LSA. RedPanda gonna drop to Innocence. LGD, 3 heroes mid.
I love how aggressively the supports play in this like this matchup between these teams as well. Every single game I think so far we've seen these heroes at like the 5-6 minute mark. They're just being mid all the time. I'm just worried for Elephant. This Morphling's having an absolute pre-game right now. I don't see that changing anytime soon.
Really don't know how you get on top of this guy.
This Murata build is so good against the Monkey King. Like he goes for these like raw stats, raw right items, so he can just punch the Monkey King in lane whenever he gets the opportunity. Just do as much damage as possible.
Yeah, sitting here with level 6 guys available, just doesn't have the mana. Now Ame up top. We've used the primal split. They'll bring over Faithion. Ame should be safe. We know how they chase. Yang's gonna end up coming back to form under the tower.
Ooh.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But like, the thing is now Ame just goes full agi and goes back to some strength again, and he's absolutely fine. Yeah, this split stops him from farming for a little while, but doesn't really stop anything in the game overall.
Coming in, Somnus as well.
We say no.
But
this could potentially be a more points and soul rip game for Innocence. I think the Tombstone's really good as well. I just think the burst damage with the Lina make a lot of sense.
Step, Boundless Strike going in at XinQ. Can't get the kill though. They bring 3 heroes down here to happen, and they up empty-handed.
Yeah, but at the same time, like at least Wise managing to take the XP mid. So while the Voice making this rotation away, like somebody was getting mid at the same time. But again, like Ame's just untouchable right now. Having a great time?
Yeah. It's not like the most action-packed game at the moment, but for how wins have really affected Elephant. Left Morphling to just do his own thing. He's, you know, only up 400 gold in the top lane. Eurus is, for the most part, remained pretty untouched bottom.
The way you need to look at it, though, is what point in the game is it going to change so that Elephant can kill the Morphling? And they need, like, a Spirit Vessel, for example, right? Which Yang has been known to get on his Brewmaster all the time. Yeah, he's got the urn, which is great. But they need, like, the instant lift to Fable on the Rubik. They need a hook shot on the clockwork, you'd argue, as well.
Battery Assault, not going to do anything. He's only sitting level 4. Since, I say that, Innocence is only level 3.
It's about to come up to the 10-minute mark.
Eyes the two. Don't tell his son Innocence. Q beats the arrow. Thought about it if anybody was to go on the Undying. It felt like he was baiting himself anyway.
Good items.
Minutes in. Taking the Monkey King in the second spot. For a split second, you've got Morphling continuing to farm up, and he's going into the Manta. Do you think it would be like Manta E-Blade?
Manta first was always going to be the big one, but then it's probably be at second, just because the Shaker's on his team. But I would be interested to see if he does something different this game specifically. Like, it's a good BKB game, for example, right? Up against, like, Rubik, Void Spirit, Brewmaster. Gonna get forced to split. Wow. He's not getting anything done with this.
that's for sure.
He's just going to throw him up in the air with the tornado, I'd imagine.
Oh, he's into the Master Astral Step. Trying to go into the Morphling. They're going to bring over Beyond on the Earthshake, but Redyon under the TP with the Battery Assault. Monkey King comes in. Fissure Throne, that hits the MK. Not a lot of mana to work with here.
Radiant's bottom tower
And
is under attack.
Arrow's on for the moment. Primal Spring looks over at Faith Beyond, and they get the kill onto the Earthshaker. And they find anything in return. Starstorm used, gets the kill on a Yang. Now stolen Starstorm. Ame getting chased. He's in trouble. Morphing as much as he can. He's got the waveform. Get some distance. Here comes Eurus. Primal Spring. That's going to land. Nobody's coming over to help Ame. After XinQ and Faith Beyond, they're the ones who TP top, and no Lina, no Undying in sight.
Oh, this is so worth it for LGD across the board, though. Like,
Dire's top
so
tower
I was
is
wondering
under
why Lina
attack.
wasn't TPing top. She didn't have
Radiant's
TP,
middle
so
tower is
I
under
don't know whether
attack.
she just TP'd mid or something to
Dire's
push out the wave.
structures
But
are
they get the
fortified.
catapult. Elephant bring up 5 heroes up top, and they still trade evenly in kills. Like, they're going to get this top tier 1, which is great. But if you look at the net worths now, yes, Ame died, but like the lead has managed to catch up because she's had like
Dire's top
absolute
tower
space in the mid lane. Like, they get the tier 1. Dying's managed to get a little bit in bot lane as well. He didn't have a TP either. They're going to start making stacks on the
Radiant
Ancients
are scanning.
so that Morphling and Dying can take them between them. Like, you just drop the Tombstone effectively, and the Morph doesn't need to tank the Ancients.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
One kill. Moment. Lina has the Yules ready to go, though.
Here we go. Take those Ancients, baby.
Tombstone down. Helps it. It's down level 10. Meanwhile, Monkey King, just about the same experience. Going Battle Fury first item. Is it going to be Battle Fury Axe for yours?
Shadow haste.
We've Mask of Madness into Axe, or like Mask of Madness into Battle Fury a lot, but we skip the Mom this game, just going straight to Battle Fury. You'd assume the Axe comes afterwards, but you might just want a BKB, depending on how the game goes. Because I think if he doesn't go BKB this game, imagine trying to play against like Lina, Morph, Shaker, and even like Undying and stuff as well. It sounds awful to play into. So maybe if they feel like they can dodge fights, then he goes Axe first, but I think that's going to be likely. Otherwise, what happens is the Morphling gets man to Axe before you have your BKB.
Big Beyond's getting really close to this Blink Dagger, by the way.
Yeah, well, it would help if he didn't die, though.
Yeah, I say that and I jinxed it.
Oh, I love it. Even as a core XinQ's build yields, it's such a good game for it. Like when you play against these really maneuverable and difficult to catch heroes like Brew, Void Spirit, Monkey King, you can just use the yields to set for arrow. And where Void Spirit would normally be really mobile with like the Dissimulate, the Astral Step, whatever, it's impossible for them to play it that the same way.
Big sword. Nothing to say coming over, and
Yours?
let's see what they can get. Landed the arrow onto RedPanda. Laguna Blade to finish him off. There's a kill for Nothing to Say. He's 3-0-2. 5 CS under his belt.
I was the Yang has a vessel now on the Brewmaster, so Morphling's game a small window where he could be threatened, but he's getting closer and closer to that Manta. Like just over 1,000 gold away. Faith Beyond. He used Echo on Somnus there.
Gonna feel too great. TP Yules. And the arrow, they've got the Tombstone down. Somnus in trouble, no Astral Step. So he's looking pretty dead to rights, but I say that he shifts around trying to make some space, and eventually he does fall. And we'll split coming over. Nothing to Say. He gets stunned up. Starstorm coming through. RedPanda taking a lot of damage there. The battle strikes the Wukong's command, but it doesn't hold this Lina close by. Instead, I'm going to continue to chase, and finally we'll get the kill. They end up losing this clockwork. Eurus inside the circle, and Yang back to form. Eurus on a XinQ. Eurus, he's getting chased. Starstorm, Mischief, nicely timed. XinQ goes down, waveform forward, boundless strike on a third telekinesis from F-Fly. Slams him down onto all three heroes once again. Steals the waveform. F-Fly gets a triple! Killing Innocence and Faithion. Wow!
That was sick.
He was on it there.
Oh, God. But Shake is like 100 gold off Blink. Imagine if he has the Blink there, like how different the fight is, right? It's the small timings in the game. And great fight for them. I was really worried for him, though, because when he was running up into the trees and things, he had an urn on him, so he couldn't blink up, like, use the tree dance to get up into the trees.
Shot. I'm gonna say Aether Remnant. Doing a lot of damage here. He's in trouble. Battery assault right on him, and it looks like they might be able to get the Lina again. They've got the tombstone down the stone waveform. Somnus gets killing and nothing to say, and Innocence falls to Yang. All of a sudden, Elephant, they are making moves.
F-I manages to steal the attribute shift as well, so going to be a lot more tanky here. I love that Elephant here are making all these plays before they know LGD are ready to fight as well. Because Morphin doesn't have Manta yet, never mind his second item. And this is what I was saying, they need to abuse this window where they have the Vessel and there's no Manta up. But Yang's about to get Blink now. This game's just exploded so quickly because the Lina's died twice in a row, like without really achieving anything. And she's had to queue up BKB instead of bots as her second item, which is not really what you want to do. But she's going to feel forced into it after these two fights. But we have the Blink on the Shaker now. We have the Manta on the Morphling. You see he queues out. So this is where up the other way and like try and force the fight back now because they have their item.
There for you.
Radiant are scanning. Yes.
Oh, Arrow, Laguna. Quick. Still on RedPanda, but RedPanda does this. He makes a lot of space for his team.
Yeah, he's one hero to break his broken play. I think the clock's fine.
So it will be man to axe.
Shadow.
Tommy wants
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He did.
Hold on to the poor man's shield.
Why? Like, is there somebody? Did he want to give the input to the Lina?
Why not going loaded zone?
Good Lotus dying.
So we'll find the undying Arrow. Long distance hits Somnus, but there's just no follow up to that.
But again, it's like Undying dies, right? Not a big deal. They get the D-wall though, which... No disrespect to Innocence, but sometimes that's just the way it is. Oh, that's a good item.
Yeah,
Still doesn't want it.
People feel great.
Sends it back still.
Or not.
Still wants
Stay
the
with
PMS.
Rand's
Dire's
shield.
middle tower is under attack.
You obviously agility's pretty good.
Nice swaps in the end.
Morphing's one of those heroes that I wish I could play. It looks so good when people play it well.
Any hero is the hero I wish I could play.
Twitch will teach you. Name them a hero, they'll teach you the hero.
Cast first.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough. I'm still waiting.
Smoke from LGD, 4 heroes going towards the jungle. And again, RedPanda, he's in a decent spot to break the smoke.
They want to try and fight away from their Morphling. Just try and find a pick off with the Blink still. Because they haven't, like, they haven't managed to find that entrance yet though with the Shaker Blink. If they run into them 4 on 5 here, this is going to be a disaster for us.
So they're smoked, but they're breaking away, and smoke gets broken. Faithion blinks out. Good job by Faithion.
It's really good. Because they just need to delay as much as they can, right? Until the Morphling gets X. Because when he gets that, it doesn't matter if you're like 10k net worth behind. The game gets a bit mental. We said it before, get your OS frogs ready in chat. When it comes, you're going to be needing them.
Yeah. If anybody's watching long enough, the OS toads. Callback.
god, after that top fight. So satisfying.
Illusion.
They fish yours at the same time. So you're using the illusions to try and body block the arrow as well. Body block the hook shots. And you see, like, as soon as they see all these elephant heroes TP bot, they're like, yeah, Morph, you go top. Just ignore them. Like,
they literally want him to just finish that act, then find the space and time necessary. And they've done a good job of doing so. Like, they haven't really engaged much. They've moved around the map. And I think, in a way, LGD are moving Elephant to where they want them to be.
yeah, I mean, Elephant are trying to find, like, these pick off something. LGD are just making the correct movements at the moment to, like, disable those plays. Like, Faith Beyond, like, breaking that smoke things before, right?
Yeah.
One of the big ones.
Next
But,
one? Yeah.
they want to force fight, especially because they have the Axe on the Void Spirit now. Especially, like, the Morphling Mantis is really good when there's charges of silence and the
Shot.
vessel.
That comes through on Nothing to Say. They're going to look to get the lead. They got the telekinesis. The LSA comes through, but it's not going to matter. They get the kill on Nothing to Say as well. Innocence taking out 2. Buyback used by Undying immediately.
I would say during that chain stun there on the Lena, the BKB delivered. Funny, really. She couldn't get it off anyway. Just 100 to 0.
Don't need a Roche now.
Innocent fight bought back as well on the Undying, so it's still the same thing though. They know until the Axe comes out and boarding, they can take whatever fight they like. It's exactly as before the Shaker had blink.
Close. But yeah, now you're going to see that Aegis is now into the hands of the Monkey King. This is actually looking good for Elephant.
It is, but he's not playing BKB, which could end up being a big problem. He has Aegis, so I think he could be afford to be a little bit more greedy. Playing into this lineup without a BKB is, you know, high risk, high reward. The Scarred is good against Morphling, obviously. Not a bad item choice. See how it goes.
The Ags. Already. Shot. XinQ, he gets caught. RedPanda gets the kill.
It's killing time.
Good pick off.
We're not there yet. It's the beginning where it's everybody get up.
Dire's bottom
You've seen them
tower is
though on the
under
high ground. They're waiting for somebody to come up.
Yeah.
Yang's picking
It's
it, like he knows.
Fissure and the Totem coming down. There's the Laguna Blade. They'll try to get the kill, but the Primal Split is used. They have the Sunny Echo Slam onto this Monkey King. Force F onto the low ground, looking for the Wukong command. The Balance Strike hits on the Faith Beyond. They've got Somnus moving forward. Resonant Pulse gets the kill on a Faith Beyond. They'll take the Aegis out of the hands of the Monkey King. Going deeper with this Primal Split is Yang. Somnus getting a little bit low as he goes into the Dissimulate, trying to jump around and make himself some space. But yeah, Ame, he's doing a lot of damage against the kill to RedPanda as well as Somnus. XinQ may be looking for a last-ditch effort. Bro, it is. It's on cooldown just as they escape his grasp. And yeah, that ends up being a 3-for-1.
Sorry I interrupted your flow, but it's just, the urge comes too strongly. I have to say it. And the two big things there, Tombstone goes down that high ground, just next to the, like, where the tier 1 is.
More playing Balance Strike. Ame getting cleaned up away from his team.
Huge pickoff. Huge pickoff. That's the biggest on the map they can find right now on the Elephant, and then see what they can do with it. I mean, this tier 2 looks nice and tasty.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And the best bit about that is the kill goes to Eurus as well, so it's an extra 450 gold for him towards that Scardy. So like, not only is he getting close to the Scardy, but again, I still think it's going to be the BKB afterwards that's the big timing. And we should say last fight, even though they did really well on LGD, they did buy back on the Mirana. So XinQ's net worth is set back far from where it was before. And look at FY's net worth again. Like last game.
With flair.
I don't know where he's getting it. He just gets all his
It's just a triple kill, just randomly in the top lane, and that's it. He's away.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning. Radiant are scanning.
That should help.
Oh, they caught the Void Spirit.
Yeah, they've got the Eurus. There's a Laguna Blade. Do they have the control to finish him off? Totem and 4-man silence, not going to matter, but they get it going to Somnus.
That was so greedy. Like, he knew they were on the high ground because he caught them with the Aether Remnant.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Goes for the rune anyway.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They're losing their top tier
Dire's
2 though.
structures are fortified.
Crispy at least.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But they need to try and trade here for the top
Radiant's
tier
top
2.
tower is under
Back the other
attack.
way. But yeah, you see the glimpse.
Jumping back and forth
Dire's
between the
middle
tower and the
is under
stack.
attack.
That's right there. He's going to go for 2, but here come the TPs. With Yang gets hit by the fissure. There's the totem. They've crossed the streams of the fissures. They'll look for the totem. They've got the waveform of the damage to get the kill on Yang. No primal split. BKB's been popped by NothingToSay. He's trying to get out of it. Use the Moonlight Shadow. The hook shot comes in from RedPanda. Really nicely placed, but I don't think they have the vision to see him. They'll throw the dust out. I don't think that hit the Luna. It just barely did. I take a look. Might just, but they get FY. They have the totem. They get the kill into the Rubik. Now they look for more. As the Yules is on to Eurus, but the balance truck hits this Earthshaker as well as the Marana. They'll take out Faithion and XinQ. They'll chase for more. Question is, can they get any more? NothingToSay pretty quick, and they've already TP'd out on Innocent. Balance strike up in 10.
They need to get it out here on Dice. I think to say good TP by him. Big thing for them is Morphling doesn't die. For Ray, it's a great hook shot into the Lina, but they had no detection for the Moonlight Shadow. And this Wukong gets like, not wasted by the Monkey King, but like they don't fight in the area that they want to fight because without the detection they can't keep like people locked down in the Wukongs.
Innocence. Lina going into the travel. He's on a Sky himself.
Yeah. Again, I was wondering whether the Sky or the BKB would be the thing for him, similar to the Monkey King, but I think the Scardy's kind of like they're not doubling down on burst damage with it. Like, it's still a good item against Monkey King to reduce healing and everything. Get that, but again, it's one of those things that he'll start building, and then potentially he might regret not building a BKB. But the way this game is going at the moment, I think OGD they're obviously not happy, but the Morphling's still having a decent time. So for them, it's like, well, you know, we have Morphling Shaker.
Yeah.
Even if,
For Elephant, doesn't feel like it.
but like, look at the network of the Monkey King.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
They're going to go for this BKB as well as the truck coming in with the primal split already being used by Yang. Though good away to thrown out onto the Void Spirit. They've got the Wukong's command down. The arrow hits onto the Flame Panda. Get the kill on NothingToSay as well as take out Innocent. They've cycloned up into the air the Morphling. Morphling trying to totem. Echo Slam comes through. Somnus ends up dead. So does FY. The Battle Strike hits onto this Morph, but I'm not sure it's going to matter. Fissure on to 2, XinQ in, Faithion dead. They'll buy back on the clockwork. They'll try to bring him over mid, but he can only just walk forward.
That fight is
The worst trade, but
that fight was so good by Yang. Like, incredibly. You mentioned in the fight, he got the Morphling into the like tornado from the Storm Panda. So with the damage from the Morphling, when this Wukong goes out, like LGD are just they're out. Like, I can't believe they managed to kill anybody that fight.
yeah, nice please time.
I don't know if you missed as well.
Dire's bottom tower
Because
is under
everyone
attack.
stole attribute shift, and he got strength all into strength. He doesn't have any agi. When Morphling hits him with this enchant totem hit, he has no armor, so he just went from like 3/4 HP to dead in one hit because he has no armor to work with at all.
He's got 2 armor now.
Yeah, like the Morphling just kills him with an enchant totem hit.
I wonder how big that's going to be the rest of the game.
If you look at the look at that hit, it does like 600 and something damage on the Morphling.
Radiant are scanning.
Slam up 5. They've got the Yules on the Earthshaker now.
Dire's
Dang,
courier
over
has been killed.
destruction for the Morph.
I think he keeps the Titans in the. I said 600 and something when he changes back to the Morphling, which is over 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
You get the
Yeah.
It's crazy. This is a completely different kind of game network distribution, though. Like, the POS ones are so far ahead of everybody else. And then there's, like, the other 4 cores are, like, XinQ's a bit behind. The cores are, like, packed together. But, yeah, the 2 characters are the big ones.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Use the moonlight shadow. They're wrapping around, but the one that they would find on the back of this is RedPanda.
And the reasons both teams are doing this at the moment is the Roche is about to spawn. Like the minimum time's hit, so they don't know spawn, but they know it will be safe. So if either team can gain an advantage with the hits.
I'm assuming using that Aeon disc, and the hook track comes in while I believe they were toteming over. And now they've got the damage over an innocent. Back via the cog. Silence out of the Morphling. Waveform looking back. Echo Side misses. That was a huge whip coming out from Faith Beyond, who now needs to leave. Sure, if he was trying to blink and his blink got canceled, but it just tips, and now the Stolen Future is there for Fly. They have the control on a Faith Beyond. They get the kill there on the Earthshaker.
Now,
That Fisher's a big deal.
that's the biggest thing in the game he can steal. And the reason is that the Fisher range is going to be so good against this Morphling. I wish that he doesn't have a BKB or anything, but not even that would matter. They can get a Fisher on him through from far, and then like chain stun it with a lift and everything. They have damage to 100 to 0. But yeah, Faith Beyond whipping that echoes that they just have to run like straight away up. There's no way they can take that far up. They whiff the echo.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, this monkey is so scary now. BKB going like for this Abyssal next. Basher.
$11K lead, but it's been around this, damage right as Roche is available.
But it,
Slam 40.
I mean, it's mostly the 3 and the 4 that the difference. It's like the 1, 3, 4 that the network difference comes. The mids are relatively similar, the 5s are relatively similar, but FY so far. They know Roche is up.
Coming in.
Teams.
My Shadow, they really do wish that they had that Echo Slash. Not going to be up for 20 seconds if they can slow them down on this road. It doesn't matter, but it's not looking like it will. Yeah, you can't put it into the double damage.
Eurus just picks up a DD and just takes the road so quickly.
Do they want to fight? They leave the pit?
Oh god.
Look at where Eurus
is looking
is.
for this.
Oh god, stolen Fissure and the Fissure of his own. Hitbound's just
Oh, he didn't re-steal the
Radiant are scanning.
Fisher, but
still a good pick for a long time. Courier reason.
big item for him because the way that LGD want to play fights is they find pick off towards the start with like this Morph Shaker, right? It's sort of nice to see Elephant actually playing like well sort of playing this Fisher
Through, and what can they do with this? Down a strike and Ambe! Whoa, getting caught out.
It's that
Couldn't get away from that at all.
like I said, that seat was so huge. It allows you to kill the ball.
Wings that are clapped. Gonna buy back on this Morphling. Got the stun on it since. Flip up. Fissure hits on the Monkey King, but what more can they get?
Yeah, it pops out and they just pop Glyph on LG at the same time, so the canvas just died.
Shot in. XinQ. And they're doing some damage on a RedPanda. They get the kill with the Laguna Blade, but they found themselves Faith Beyond. They finish off this Earthshaker. They're gonna buy back there for 50 seconds without it. And they'll finish off Innocence as well. 2 Euros dead on the side of LGD. They'll buy back the Undying. Now they'll look for more of the Wukongs above 25. So it takes up almost all the way to the tier 4s. They're jumping this fight now for the side of LGD. Looking for openings, but not finding many.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, but like Arme can't commit to the fights without BKB. See, it's not his fault necessarily that people are getting like this, but without the BKB, he can't be anywhere near as like as strong as he could be in these fights. Because imagine if he just goes BKB, just waveforms in, right? Just enchant home here, pick off the weapon once and not get punished.
Goes to the silence zone this time on Morphling.
Only can shake his dead. Why?
Go for my top.
they see the courier.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
That's his on disc too.
The Lena is the one that's just not having fun at all. Her early deaths this game have set her back so much. This Lena's normally the one that, like, BOTs, you're playing from ahead, you're shoving lanes in constantly, you're finding the farm, but they have so much pick-off potential on Elephant that she hasn't really been able to play that way. FY is just 6-3 and 12. Like, Eurus hasn't died. That's 2 games in a row if he doesn't just get the rest.
Telekinesis on Innocent,
is under attack.
and it'll throw damage.
Dire's middle
Eurus.
tower is under attack.
Back in the fight.
That taste on Rubik as well is crazy. Like, the stun duration is like 2.5 seconds or something stupid.
Dire's middle tower.
Every time he's
has
catching
fallen.
people with the LSA follow-up.
Radiant's bottom tower.
So
is
much stun
under
duration and chain stun.
So is the Aegis though. Using X time to kill him is probably not gonna feel that great.
Radiant's bottom tower.
The X is
under
just killing the
attack.
buildings anyway.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah.
is fallen.
They'll do up toward the top. They'll go for another tier 3 as well as the racks. Undying dip for another 36 seconds. And the Earthshaker are looking for opportunities. Cleaning up creeps over mid. Water blocks out the rest of the team, but they're going to focus their attention on Ame. He's just trying to clear the creeps over mid, and they get the kill. They'll take him out. He's dead for 2 minutes, and that might just be the game. They've got themselves the Abyss Blade. That comes through on the XinQ hookshot. Mason Q. BK beaten. GG's been called by OGD. L now have a 2-1 lead in the grand final.
Radiant
Do a great job of getting games 2 and 3 to overtake LGD.
That was crazy. I think the big fight for me this game at top lane before, and FY got the triple kill and everything. But Eurus just hasn't died 2 games in a row playing carry. If you give the heroes like this
PSG LGD's turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Radiant team ban. PSG LGD's turn. Radiant team pick. PSG Lena. Radiant team pick.
Slada.
PS
Elder Titan.
Drow Ranger.
Radiant team ban. PSG LGD's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. PSG LGD's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Which means, you know, the draft is very open with that Sword Art pick, and I don't how aware LGD are, you know, of that being a possibility during this draft. You know, you assume, but it could slip their mind that it's like, oh, well, comes a 5, they pick a different offlaner. Things look a little bit different in terms of the, you know, draft here for Elephant. They have a lot of options. They're banning offlaners themselves. They ban the Night Stalker as well as the Beastmaster. I like this Elder Titan. I think it's been very successful, and we've seen Innocence dominate with this hero. Maybe dominate is a little bit of a too generous adjective, but only so much you could do 5 position. He's done that.
Radiant team ban.
The Bloodseeker ban. Which probably puts Windrunner out of the... well...
Radiant team pick.
They banned the PA, you know, keeping the offlaners, just the 2 bans there with the PA. Don't want to be up against
remaining.
Joel. Save.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah. Wonder what they want for FY. Lion for FY. He's been playing that hero a lot.
PSG LGD.
Earth Spirit.
They go. Okay, they go Earth Spirit. I really like this. Again, Earth Spirit's been playing top notch recently. For off lane for LGD, they go CK, and we've really liked seeing this. I'm expecting a Sven from LGD because this is the combination that they've been playing is the CK Sven. I don't know if you can let it go to the last phase.
5 seconds remaining.
Mm-hmm. I would be surprised if we go through this entire grand final, whether it's 4 or 5 games, and
PSG LGD
Hero was, and that that maybe stops you from picking this. Yang on this Brewmaster gives you a lot of control.
PSG LGD
Good ones. Cyclone.
Radiant team ban.
Bell.
PSG LGD's turn to ban.
I know, but it's really embarrassing in front of the class. And today there's a big class, and I'm just being called out, and I could just hear production laughing as well. Not actually in my headset.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Radiant team ban.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see that coming through.
10 seconds remaining.
LGD. If there's any chance LGD make this CK the one.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
PSG LGD's turn to
They still
pick.
been the Sven. I didn't think it was going to be the Sven regardless. I think there's a lot here from Elephant that could really make Sven's game miserable. I would almost say I don't think it's going to be Lifestealer either. I think
10 seconds remaining.
scared of this
5
lineup.
seconds remaining.
I think you could just get kited around the horn here. Back. What?
Radiant team pick.
Faceless
Like
Void.
a void. Okay. I like that. Well, it's been picked like twice. That's yeah.
Void
Choose your
incarnate.
hero.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah, maybe. LGD, they played this Void one other time, this Bent. And, played it with Void Spirit, Beastmaster, Mirana. But, or the Faceless Voids. Yeah. Yeah, I think the only question becomes the RedPanda brew. About it, right? You know, all he needs in this game feels like his ult, right? So prioritize some farm on Yang. Blink Dagger. Duncan Brawler.
Prepare for battle.
Sorry, I meant the Cinder Brew.
Tinder brew. That's Jesus. How did I forget what that was?
Take it to.
Oh, no, sorry.
As someone with 2 bottles of whiskey on my table.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think, especially in the laning stage against like the CK and the leaner and things, the Cinder brew should be really good.
Just did that.
But like, you just throw it down and then the drown starts clicking as well. You have that big movement speed slow. 24% at level through. Quite a lot.
How good does that sound, by the way? You open an esports bar, your main shots is a Cinder Brew. That's definitely
We have some of them in the UK.
30
Yeah, we have some
seconds to battle.
esports bars in the UK. I don't know if they're in NA.
I'd love to.
Not at the moment you would.
No, not right now. But, you know, in my lifetime. Faith Beyond.
The battle begins.
Only Faith Beyond playing CK can use the taunt. Yeah, interesting to see how the Brew 5 does. It'll be fun. I do think that he has potential to just die though, but effectively a mid shield for the drought in this lane. Against CK Lina, this is one of the classic like 3-4 combos that's so strong at the moment. With Venom on the Elder Titan.
I always talk about it, but I love when we have plus 100 damage 2 minutes into the game. He's got 54 now. He's got the Orb of Venom, but eventually that damage disappears and now he wants to run.
But imagine if this was a drow instead of this lane instead of a void. Like there would have been so much more kills right there. This void's getting chased
Remaster
down.
First blood.
taken out. XinQ with Space Beyond will get the kill.
But not even 2.
South. Fly with 1 Ame. You know, I was thinking, by the way.
Oh, don't do that. It's dangerous.
For me, yeah. You know how Beast Coast, well, everybody in chat, you know, whenever Beast Coast does well, they say Ga. Along, you know, GA.
Oh, the time.
Hold on. Shoulder smash. Innocence. Looks like he might die here. Pops the fairy fire. And oh, they don't have the damage. The bash is on the Yang. And Yang goes down. Drow is gone as well.
But so CQ, what is happening? I'm like missing all the kills as well. I'm so sorry.
Say right clicks on a RedPanda.
I have no idea how. I have no idea how many the others caught there. Fair play if you caught more than 1 because that was ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure they have like that second that shows up. You could have shown both.
That bash
at my own
top
screen
lane, though.
happened though.
That bash at top lane by the void though on the side, that's some 10 out of 10. It's the Elder Titan die.
Roll in, bash on the Ame. he doesn't have time lost. So yeah, as I was saying, you know, Beast Coast, Ga, elephant. What sound does an elephant make?
How'd you put that across?
I don't know how you put that in the chat. But if somebody can get me just something like that, that was a really bad elephant. That was like a child elephant right there. Well, you can give me like an adult elephant.
That was an elephant
Trunk
being
noise.
put down big cup. I don't know what that was.
It was an elephant die. That's if they lose. Nothing to say going down over mid rotation from FY. Hoping to get that kill on this.
Dire's middle
They're
tower
taking a
is
lot of
under
damage once again. They've got the Reality Rift multi-shot coming in, and they have it. One more right click from XinQ to get the kill. But if you can type out just the trumpet of the trunkabout, it doesn't sound like it's dying.
I don't think it works. I'll be
Go
honest.
for it. Instead of Ga. I'm starting it here and then.
Don't do it, chat. Don't give in to peer pressure.
I'm expecting a lot of ha-has and a lot of just embarrassment for me. All the bashes. Yang.
Yeah. It's the next bash.
One more bash from
Radiant structures are fortified.
Or just a Uzula.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he gets the active rune on the Void Spirit. It's really good for him. And, like, I mean, Zeus still has 2 bottle charges to career commands. It's not like all for him.
Illusion.
Yeah, I'm just taking a lot of damage again. They've got the sweep. They just need a bash, or do they? Innocence gets the kill.
It's so much earlier. What a change in tempo, though. But, like, this Void is having absolute free farm right now. Like, not free farm, but, like, he's getting it because the Earth Switch moved away from the lane effectively. Like, he's going to have a really good time, is what I'm trying to say. And then, like, the Zeus is very well mid. The LGD, great start for them.
Beyond, he's again searching for FY, but also pushing them away as it's the 5-minute battle.
Oh, he got it. He stole it.
Dire's middle tower is under
Knight.
attack.
Still 2 though for LGD.
Yeah, and the thing is, Somnus is level 6 now as well, so he might potentially be able to turn on the Zeus here as well, which is the X kill. That's where it came in. So that's how he has this advantage.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Cinderbrew. GG now.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Yang losing his courier, and now the bash is coming in onto the Sardar. Go bash. Thought about going for that courier, and that might put him in a bad spot, but nothing to say. Look at where he's getting dope.
That's the level 6 on the Void Spirit, and they have this like that's for also
Dire's
just
middle
rotating
tower
around.
is under
So he said it was like a relatively good Zeus game. There's so much happening. Seekers
Beyond Izzy into the trees and escapes.
Dire's middle tower
The sleep
is under attack.
for this kill. That's dangerous. All right.
But they killed
Eurus
him.
is still dead, but there's some value there. They'll end up losing Innocence as well. Or will they? Sleep?
It's the
Have I
Zeus.
spoken too soon? 2 magnetic grip and no boulder smash. So yeah.
Who said China Dota was boring?
You say that, you're done.
Oh, just mana for Chrono top. It's like 5 short or something. They have the Zeus ult, right? Yeah, so even if he Chronos did the Slardar, they could still get the kill if he doesn't bash enough. I think he needs like 1 more hit before he Chronos. Maybe 2 now.
Radiant are scanning.
Somnus gonna go.
No.
Yeah, and they're gonna go. Thunder God's Wrath. Ame gets the kill. I think that's good too, because you know usually you'll see that Thunder God's Wrath, and then all of a sudden the Zeus will get the kill, but Ame gets that, and he's happy with it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think this
Radiant's
Void
top
having
tower
a really good
is
time
under
though.
attack.
The laning stage has favoured the LGD quite a lot. If this Void can get ahead, then his game, he's going to be so happy about his game.
Yeah.
Because like, obviously he still has to be worried about the drought so you know, he needs to be building a mantle relatively soon, you'd imagine. But like his farm speed's going to be really strong. He's got this massive madness relatively early. I think this is the best start we've seen of a Void Spirit so far this series, though. I think they've mostly played from behind.
He's still on the high ground. He did not make it all the way on the other side of that cliff. They get the kill on the XinQ though. And now looking for more. Somnus with his double damage. Innocence on the run. No Aether Remnant in time.
Yeah, and they're going to know that the Die have an observer ward on that high ground, but they'll just look to make it soon. Sentry. I love this TP from the Jar Ranger though. She knows she can't really defend her bot tier 1 here. So she just TP's top.
Tower is under
They're going to
attack.
trade tier 1. You see the Void as well.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Swarter's got not much farm, although he is recovering a
Dire's
little.
top tower is under attack.
He was a lot further behind a couple minutes ago.
Radiant structures are fortified.
So at the same time, like, this farm is as important as the other twos on the team. Right? Like, he can still do things with, like, when he gets clean.
Dire's top
Yeah.
tower
It's interesting to see if Yang goes behind us
Radiant's
at all,
bottom
maybe.
tower
But
has fallen.
I assume he won't.
It's not really that bad of an item there for the Sardar, so he definitely could if he really do take that recovery.
XinQ.
Beyond Innocence going over onto Eurus at the same time. XinQ goes down to FY.
They caught the kick onto NothingToSay as well.
Phantasm, Slithering Crush, Face Beyond on the run. Corrosive Haze is there. The damage
Radiant's
and the stun thrown over onto Yang. But they had one more to kind of add to this. Thundergod's Wrath. Yang survives with 20 health.
This ignite as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Wow.
under attack.
Oh, it's ignited, but it's called Cinder Brew. They can't call it Ignite, unfortunately. It's got that.
I mean, they could.
Oh, you can't kill 2 spells the same thing. That wouldn't work.
Hex on Shadow Shaman, Hex online.
Why are you trying to make our life so much harder? Yeah, I guess you can actually, but I still don't like it when full Hex the same.
For this draft. 8-7. Close game. Faceless Void, top of net worth. He's going into the BKB after picking up the Mask of Madness. Zeus.
CK.
But not too far behind the Void Spirit. And then up top, Faith Beyond going down to Somnus. They're controlling and pushing this top lane.
Oh,
Dire's top tower is
did you
under
see
attack.
that? Innocence cast before the stop
You?
went off. Oh god.
And just an easy kill there for Somnus to take out the Lina. And Innocence now cycloned as he's looking for the sweep. They'll have the Aether Remnant once he drops down to Earth. And they'll get the kill on to this Elder Titan. Ame comes over, time walks, doesn't find anybody to potentially chrono. Beyond looking for Reality Rift, but there's the Aether Remnant. That locks up the CK. Beyond looking likely that he's going to catch anybody.
Locks up the
Radiant's
CK and body
middle
block
tower is
the
under
Void.
attack.
Worth.
That was a value Aether Remnant.
She get BKB on Void after getting like a casual blitz circles. Not worried about having the Manta, just wants the BKB. No. Kill RedPanda. Just trying to shove in this mid as much as possible now on they've taken this top field. Want to try and control the mid area now and start pushing in if they can, but unfortunately they're playing against the Zeus with an Aether Lens and a Faded Bridge. Yeah. Bot lane.
XinQ.
XinQ.
Good LSA. Okay.
You have sprint though. You might look for more. Everybody's collapsed and bot.
Yeah, they're looking for it. They've got the roll and the Southern Crush with the bash coming in. Jumek goes through shoulder smash. They don't get the kill on the GQ just yet. Now they're finally finish off. What do they have with this? Then they got drafted to get the kill on the Yang. They take out FY. They've thrown bodies in on Elephant, but they've lost two. They're continuing to jump on a RedPanda. Time walk forward from Ame trying to keep up. We'll have time walk again in just 2 seconds. Somnus, though, waiting on the high ground. Somnus has to to the low ground, looking for Innocence. Gets the kill to simulate to leave. And it ends up being a 3 for 2.
And he's got the Eurus coming up now as well. I know that. They did exactly what I thought they would. They just go on the lead all in, and all of a sudden the Chrono comes out and they're like, oh god. Okay, never mind. But again, if it's Chrono forced here, I think if you're Elephant, you look to just try and fight now while you know the Chrono's down, and look to group up and go, because you're going to have split up as well here. So you know you have the team fight advantage.
Dire's middle tower is under
I think this
attack.
mid-tier 1 is, again, the area you want to be playing in.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. Third of net worth. Void's top. Like, have an amazing game.
Yeah, Void's doing really well. I'm going to be very happy. 3-0-3. Hasn't died.
Going to Innocence FY, creating
Dire's
that
middle
kill.
tower is under attack.
Involved in 7 of the 13 that Elephant have had.
Dire's middle tower
is having
has
such a
fallen.
rough series so far. He's really
Radiant's
struggling
bottom
with
tower
this.
is under attack.
But, you know, like, being the one tanking the gank there isn't awful. Like, it's fine, right? But
No.
Dire are
sad
scanning.
for his own game, specifically. You've seen Faith Yan's gone Midas on the CK as well. If they just want to scale a little bit going towards late game, which, like we said, if they can get to that point,
Dire's middle tower
3 of their core scale well.
Bonus. This hits the low ground, and now time walking in front of the roll. F1 throws down the magnetize. Laguna Blade out onto the Earth Spirit. They'll get the kill there. But here comes Somnus trying to get the kill on Ame. Time walk back. RedPanda comes in. He's used the Primal Split. He has the stun on Innocent. Southern Crush through on a Faith Beyond. He's in trouble. He'll end up going down. Somnus with the kill there. And 1 for 1.
Ame's still alive though, which is the big thing. And they have Chrono up and it's just come up now. So Elephant, they do well in that fight. It's not like they would have liked to have got more.
Chrono. And this is a Void Spirit who hasn't died yet. Eurus trying to come over in time to help. Right click on Innocent. Not going to be enough just yet. But finally the finishing blow. They've got the silence onto their spaces. Void to get the kill onto 2. Eurus here with the Thunder God's Wrath. Do they have the damage to kill him off? No, they don't. Now they're going to go into Nothing to Say. They have the Southern Crush as well as the LSA.
Eurus
Down goes Zeus.
Eurus played that fight so incredibly well on the Drow. He was like tread swapping as well to get maximum efficiency with his HP. Like he sure didn't die to the Zeus nukes. But he gets 1 Frost Tower off and just runs away because he knows everybody else can go in and do the damage to finish off Nothing to Say. That was really well played.
The LSA coming in from Lena to try and save the Zeus, just not enough. And 3K lead for Elephant. 17 minutes into the game, trying to do what they can to finish off this series. Pays roll in FY, right on top of this Lena, and look at the damage, the bash kill on a XinQ.
They're relentless with the amount of pressure they're putting on at the moment. Somnus is just farming towards his Ags. The problem LGD have is that the items that they have don't allow them to fight right now. Faith Gun has a Midas. Void doesn't have a BKB yet, which is going to be a big moment for them. Like, if he gets BKB in the first fight doesn't go well, I think they could really start to fall behind. They need to make more happen when those items come out. Oh,
Sweet. Here comes the rest of the Radiant. Innocent's gonna die here to the multi-shot. Eurus on a mega kill streak.
If they take top this, this is really good. If you can get this up to 2 before the 20-minute mark, when the outpost comes up, that'd be huge. And I honestly think they just keep going because I don't know if LGD can fight them.
so either. Still need a little bit more, and honestly, that just haven't. Like Faith Beyond, he's got Midas. He really doesn't have much to add to these fights.
Like look at the support networks as well. I mean, he's at 2k, Bruce 3.6. It's like massive tower gold advantage they have here.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Kills they've been.
BKB has it a couple.
Plus was sent to the Zeus.
On it?
Yeah, because you don't hit anything ever, right? The faded brooch is good. I guess with the bots, he kind of approach. Lena's taking it.
You're gonna smoke. Thermosphere available, and the BKB picked up by Ame.
Like they're going into Rosh on radiant side, but this is a great time to have the BKB available. Imagine if he was like 500 gold away here and they just got a Rosh. They need to be able to contest the pit here. Picking up an Aegis against the Void lineup is so key. Takes the smoke.
Yeah, but new exactly.
It's so difficult playing against this Brute 5 in the sense that he's really tanky and hard to kill, but you have to try and kill him before he gets split off. It's like you have to commit so much to kill this position 5 that just annoying.
If they could somehow keep Elephant out of the pit until Zeus gets this out, they're really good about that.
Yeah, that would probably be better. They're trying to just wait for this Void Square Axe though, I think, on Elephant. Oh, they're good. Actually, they're smoking up and going. Oh, Sada has to boost.
Yeah, there's Blink, Slither, and Crush. Innocent's caught. LSA, that's going to miss the RedPanda.
I think he's going to the pit. Because they get forced the ET to buy back here, I didn't.
RedPanda knows he can kind of stand here and take
Yeah.
the brunt of this, and all he's looking to do is force a buyback by, you know, using
He's going to force it. Okay.
Yeah, there's the stun on Lena. Multi-shot comes in. They get the kill on the XinQ. They found the Slither Crush on the Ame. They have the corrosive phase as well as the best. Follow that up.
He couldn't quite get the tornado off on the store. Oh, he's going to catch the CK though.
Bird's bounty.
I'm going to chill.
Force me.
Bounty.
No. The ET is more important for the roaster. Lena can just chill. They need to for the Void Spirit Axe now. It's 500 gold away, and yes, Zeus is going to have Axe like sometime soon after, but the Void Spirit Axe is so good this game. You can like check instant up the CK and the Zeus or something back, and even like 2 supports, such a big damage increase as well. Oh, here's an arcade room.
Lose life.
Innocence gets the kill. A little bit of revenge for him.
Win that. CK is working towards Axe as well. 15. But they're in the pit. They told them everyone bot because the Earth Spirit died. They're like, yeah, we're just going in.
Trying to take it as quickly as they can, and LGD just don't think they're going to make it over in time.
They probably,
Yeah.
they probably thought they'd gone in before. Ages ago.
Has fallen to the Radiant. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I love that they put it on the Void Spirit. Meaty just goes like absolute YOLO mode and just find the Zeus every time.
Yeah.
Not really care about anything.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ame.
Radiant are scanning.
He's gotten scanned here. He needs to really leave.
Yeah, Somnus is going to
because
Can they force?
T to fail. Get FY to roll in.
Oh, they still.
Oh, the roll's still there. Boulder smash. Corrosive haze. Silence. There's BKB turning Chrono. And that's out onto the soft.
This is good for Elephant.
Void Spirit walks into it, and the Chrono just doesn't do anything. You don't have the damage to follow this up. He tried to fight. They've got the Aether Remnant as well as the Silence. They get the kill on the Ami. They took at the Faceless Void. They look over at Innocence. He's trying to run. It's not looking good. They finally have the Ags for the Zeus.
XinQ.
He just TPs out.
Dire's bottom
Innocence
tower
walks
is
away.
under attack.
He gets Tranquils, and with the extra movement speed, yeah. Runs away.
OGD on their heels.
fortified.
On their heels from not only losing the game,
Bottom tower
but losing this series.
I don't Void with this BKB is really good and he can survive the fight, so he has to build it. He just needs it. But without the alchemy, he just doesn't really do
Like
damage.
this.
Oh, he dodged the Thunder as well.
With a dissimilar state, stays alive.
Is
Oh
under
my
attack.
god.
Do everything.
I could see that playing out in my eyes before it happened as well. You'd be like, oh god, Zeus is going to
Radiant
there, isn't he?
structures
Oh
are
god.
fortified.
And you have to remember that's he still had the Aegis.
Dire's bottom
Even
tower is
if he
under
died,
attack.
it wouldn't have really mattered that much anyway. It would have been big, but not like game changing.
Yeah.
Dire's structures are
And they're just pushing the tier 2 bottom.
Keep you safe.
You know, there's nobody here from LGD to stop this.
Dire's
They're still
bottom
looking
tower
for the
is
Ags on
under
the
attack.
CK, which I think is getting delivered.
Dire's bottom
Void would
tower
love to
is
get his
under
hands on the MKB. We saw the lack of damage in that last Chrono bottom. And Zeus did get the Ags, but let's see, can they get the Aegis?
They can't even.
Radiant's top
I like
tower
this
is under
link on
attack.
Eurus as well on Drow. You'll see a lot of good Drow Ranger players do this against. As you see, bad players do it as well, and they try and it fails. But obviously, when the ball goes in, you can blink away before he Chronos. My pubs up and like, oh yeah, all the good players do this. I'll do it as well, and I have the reaction speed of like a 70-year-old man, and I'll just die to Chrono anyway.
If your reaction speed is one of a 7-year-old, and mine's
Oh, right.
RedPanda tanking the gang, as is tradition.
This is good for them. Like, it means they can't fight for 40 seconds on Elephant, and Void can carry on farming his MKB. CK has his Ags now as well as the Zeus, so they can fight on LGD. They really need the MKB. Big change maker.
They're looking over and they're fighting. Killing this Elder Titan. And Void in trouble. Banishes and a kill on Ami
Void
again.
not your existence.
Oh
That was
dear.
perfect change though.
Void.
Yeah, it was.
And with the corrosive phase, they all do so much damage. Like the PD getting amped up, just bonkers. He's so far away from his. He's like another 1,000 gold still. That means some bruise back up again. I think just go.
$9K lead for Elephant. Do you do you see LGD holding the high ground?
They can. They have Zeus, right? And they
Dire's
have
middle
ET
tower
as well.
is under
Like Lena can
attack.
Pokemon Pod. They've got Chrono. So they can hold high ground well. I think the second Aegis is at the time that it's going to get really difficult for them. Because I think the Drow will probably take that one and just sit at the front and start hitting towers.
CK going for the Blink Dagger. Faith Beyond.
And he's scaling okay though because of the Midas he built earlier. Like imagine if he hadn't built Midas, how far behind he'd be right now.
And they've got the damage. Gonna get the kill here onto Faith Beyond. More right click from Eurus will do the deed, and he's got himself a godlike spree, 10, 2, and 5.
Yeah, his down disc proc though on the Void Spirit. Going to be up for 60 seconds. Obviously building that because of the. Void Spirit's
Dire's
9.
middle tower
You want to know
is
the
under
Drow's
attack.
10, 2, and 5.
Good job.
If you looked at the rest of Elephant's heroes, you wouldn't be massively impressed with their scores. They're so far ahead.
BKB, Papa Yang, they're trying to go in on this. Link Southern Crush, that hits the Lena. 3-shot. FY gets the kill there.
Good pick off. They can take this mid, pretty easily. Not be anything anything that's going to stop. Oh, Mindbreaker for the body. That's a good idea. But they're just building their lead at the moment. If you look where LGD are, they're just stuck in their base. Can't really get out on the map and fight right now. Like this pipe on it. Different builds from this tournament in the air. We've seen a lot of BKB rushes, but the pipe holds a lot of value this game against Zeus.
Trees to go after them, too.
Surprised they didn't commit for it.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
May have the MKB coming into the next fight. Potentially, he just time walked.
Jeez.
Aether and they don't commit to that. I thought they might for a second.
If the Sada or the Drow had been there, I think they'd have gone, but not like one of their big damage dealers. A bit difficult. I see a smoke. Oh, I think they're trying to get FY. This lead is just getting built more and more as the game's going on. Elephant are playing this so well right now.
Yeah, I mean, for so long, where LGD are just pretty much locked into their stairs and behind the tier 2.
We have to remember, though, that even though it's a 12k network lead, I actually don't think LGD are like anywhere near out of this yet. Gaben is saying 14% chance for LGD. I'd probably put it at like 20 to 25, because I think their high defense is so strong. But yeah, Elephant obviously the driving. See
Damage on Zeus.
Dire's middle
going
tower
into the Scotty.
is under attack.
What about Drow?
Dire's
BKB
middle
next.
tower has
Void
fallen.
Spirit. BKB there. Like, they'll get these BKBs and fight gets even harder for LGD. And they're rapping. They might catch them. Innocence. Walk back. The smoke is broken. I'm not sure LGD even want to fight. Just down and just procced.
Go to the chrono.
Oh no. Looking for this sword or the pop of BKB immediately. Earth Splitter coming in. Get the Drow for more. They found the Drow and they'll get the kill. They'll take out Eurus. That's massive. They look for FY. He puts the Magnetize as well as the G Magnetic Grip on two of these heroes. They've got the silence once again with the face as well. You need to be careful that Assimilate comes on top of. Oh man, can they get the kill on the faces? One for the roll in. The damage is there on the Somnus. They got 3. They'll look for another one. Reality Rift on the FY. Do they have the damage from the high ground with the Zeus here? Yes, they do. They've got a 3-second stun. They'll finish off FY, but RedPanda kills Ame.
Like you can see the difference that when they chrono now, they can actually kill people. Like, with the MKB, the Void deals damage, and I cannot believe Pop Master Madness turns around and just kills FY. Like, he was so close to dying, and not FY, sorry, Somnus. I mean, on the Void Spirit. That was crazy. And Drow gets picked off by this CK now having Blink. Everything's just, it fell into place. LGD. Zeus just goes completely untouched. He's able to just constantly spam his spells throughout the whole
Radiant's
engagement.
middle tower is under attack.
He sat high ground from quite the distance away.
And they're not, still behind in this game, but as the game goes on further and further, it'll be harder for Elephant to punish this chrono being on cooldown. They need to.
Win, Boulder Smash in the Gust. Alley-oop there, but XinQ, damage, and the Eurus, of course. He ends up going down.
Good pick off, especially because second rogue is up now as well, which Radiant know. All mid though. Yeah, with the leaner today, I think we should just head into the race straight away.
Dead for 32 seconds.
They have enough time. They take it so quickly. If there's no chrono up for another 30 seconds, the LGD aren't going to fight without that.
I don't know if I can name the last time LGD got a roast.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
What, in this whole series, you mean?
Yeah. It was probably the first game.
Elephant have been dominating since.
I know there's flash of hope for LGD this game though.
For sure.
A soldier's
back up.
fortune.
I love this Aeon disc that Brewmaster's going for as well. Like, so they're going to have one, 2 heroes, one on the Void Spirit, one on the Brewmaster. Just wants to be able to press R, run around the fight and annoy people. It's either his job to either cyclone the Zeus or the Void in the, just dispel all the illusions the CK wants to. You see, he's not combining his Aeon disc yet as well, but to get to use it. Like, however it needs. Like maybe he can pay out an extra couple of spells or so because they don't really like they under.
Radiant are scanning.
Trying to fart Scotty as best he can.
Scotty obviously really good against Drow. Ability to just about 50% slow against the range cores. It's also just tanks super innately, which is really good. I mean, Drow's got Skadi queued up next. I wonder if she commits to it fully. I don't think what else she could build. Because I think something like the E-Blade could even be interesting to see. Actually, maybe.
Coming over, Fly looks for Faith Beyond, and they had a sentry down, looking to use back over towards mid.
RedPanda's just like,
Better Guy's Wrath comes, they get the kill on Fly. Somnus pops the double damage. Let's see if they retreat even further. They're just at the stairs right now.
good pickoff though. Like they can't use this Aegis because it's so difficult for them to go high ground. Getting the lead over LGD. They want to just control the map as much as possible, but ideally, if they can get high ground, that'd be great. They just need to be able to take a fight. And it's difficult.
They're smoked. Though RedPanda ready
Dire's
to break
bottom tower
some
is
smokes.
under attack.
Innocence is still going to go bounty room though with this smoke, which is really good. Try and get some network.
I'll take that.
Good vision down as well.
One and now Phantasm used. They're gonna look over for this Brewmaster. Comes in. You get this primal split off. Blink, Slither, and Crush on the back. Oh.
That look, to be fair, that does look real. Because Faithman's just stuck in trees at the moment, standing still. Not to say it's ever not real, but...
Yeah, I was gonna say, saying other pauses aren't real.
I don't know if you've noticed, though, that Nothing to Say has a refresher here, and it's ready to go. So, could see a potential big turn. Twice just spawned back into the game, but they need to get on top of the Zeus here. Really difficult to catch.
Oops.
Yang has BKB. It's the Void. Oh, he's in the middle of all the pandas, right? Deso on the Void Spirit. With the Slardar and the Drow, like amping the physical damage.
Void silence.
This is a huge fight, because if Elephant win this, they could go high. So...
Yeah. BKB pop by the starter, they go into the window, they get the kill into XinQ. Now they'll look over for the Faceless Void. They throw him down, that locks up Faceless Void and takes out Ame, who had his BKB available.
Oh. Jumped over the Eldertine there, but couldn't find the stun lockdown.
They retreat. Void dead for 65.
They're gonna poke. It's difficult to do CT still, but even so.
Dire's structures are
They
fortified.
have to double the whole way.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
48 seconds, no Void. And they're gonna use that buyback. Ooh, Yang taking a lot of damage. Now, Eurus Splitter comes. Let's get hit into the drop, but the damage comes out from Eurus to get the kill on Innocent, so buyback immediately.
Yes, cheese. Yeah, you can just use the cheese straight away. And it's like, I'm back with this fight.
Nim's taking out Yang back in the fight. With the Thunder God's Wrath, and now they've got the refresher, so they'll use that. They have Thunder God's Wrath as well as the Nimbus available to them once again with the BKB being used by Eurus. He's going to stand his ground on the high ground. We have XinQ coming over. Think about maybe throwing an LSA on Eurus once the BKB is over. Once it's over, he goes away. Four staffs out.
So they don't take
shot.
Oh god, Faith Beyond. Jesus, they didn't take the racks, but they need to make sure they didn't throw away the game here. You have to remember, there's a 17k net worth lead. Void's about to be alive, but there is no rush to have to take those racks if you don't want to. They're still controlling the map. They're controlling the whole game. Can even rush if they want. If they win this game, they win the tournament. Don't need to throw it away. Play safe.
I'm trying to think. LGD, they just need a perfect fight. They're falling behind. I mean, they've fallen behind. And Void needs to figure out how to not only get in there and, you know, obviously get a successful chrono, take these fights, but also survive. The silences are so to deal with. The geomagnetic grip, the resonant pulse, the gust, the kiting abilities from the Cyclone and the Aether Remnant and the Eurus coming out from FY and the Slithering Crush with the Bash. Like, they have so much here to make the Void's life just impossible.
Miserable.
Yeah.
They still, even with that Void dying before, they still weren't able to take the high ground. Like, they took a tier 3. That's the kind of lineup they have on LGD. It's horrible to play into.
It's gonna be nice.
Might be able to try. No. They give it to the Slardar, actually. I think they have. Yeah, that's really good.
Radiant's courier has been
Oh
killed.
god, look at his attack speed. Jesus Christ.
CK is going hard. He can kind of morph into a,
Where?
you know, harder hitting core.
Going?
And Chrono, that gets used, but whiff. And now they're gonna go for FY. They'll get the kill onto the Earth Spirit.
Oh, it wasn't a whip beak up. They got a spirit with the chrono, but that was good. I think he blinked to Drow, did he? I didn't see.
Didn't get Earth Spirit with the Chrono.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. I was joking.
Oh my god! I was like,
I'm just giving Ahmed the benefit of the doubt. It wasn't a mid beak up. They killed the Earth Spirit.
sorry, because he was here, and I'm just like, did I get a visual bug? I freaked out because it happens to us all the time.
Who did he try and chrono? Was it an illusion or something? Because I didn't see.
Radiant
I didn't see either because I saw Earth Spirit over to the side.
I think I have a feeling it might have potentially been Drow, if not an illusion.
Radiant's top
Blink
tower
on cooldown.
is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Spell Prism. That's pretty good for the CK.
No, they give it to the Void, I think.
Radiant's
Or the
top
Zeus.
tower is under attack.
The Zeus.
I restore my connection to
take
the
them.
void.
This fight, like the last few minutes, are really good for LGD though. They haven't chrono though, which is a bit of a problem. So there's going to be a period of the game here where it might just have to go.
Oh, XinQ, the damage! Oh my god.
My path leads to
Trying
This
to
gets
TP,
blocked,
yeah.
though, by Somnus because of the Nimbus.
a soldier's
But I think it was an arcane
fortune.
rune. Hang on. The cool. It's lower than before.
Just heated this heart.
Wait, on who, sorry?
CK.
Oh, yeah. You scared there? I'm surprised. I think against like Drow, as Deso on Void Spirit, none of them are building like Solar Crests or anything, right? If they ever get gone, I'm gonna get ripped to shreds.
Honestly, I kind of wish the heroes that aren't using the Phantasm made the Phantasm noise. All you hear is just like this illusion noise, which just kind of sound like a duck quacking. Ooh, illusion. You'll listen to it next time
Has been killed.
he uses it.
Look at how quick getting attacked. He's almost level 25, remember, here as well. So like, I'm assuming he goes for the dispellable corrosive haze. And even when you pop BKB on Void, the Drow can still just click you down. Yeah, like,
Arcane power.
this is going to be so difficult to play into.
They have found the Suke. They've got the Nimbus down, and there's the Gust. 4 staff back for the damage from Eurus is more than enough.
They see
to
the
get
Void.
The kill. Scotty finished by the Void. And they get the kill on XinQ. There's the Chrono on it. 2 big ones. Can they get the kills here? And this is going to be procced by the Void Spirit. They get the kill on Eurus. It's 5 times taken out of the hands of the Drow. Has buyback dead for 95 seconds. They're in pretty deep. They've got the magnetize as well as the damage to get the kill on NothingToSay. He's going to buy back here as well as the Cyclone coming in the face as well. Ame trying to run, but it's really pressure as well as the bashes to get the kill on Ame. He's dead 94 seconds. No buyback. Elephant may have been able to take this and take the series. With everybody dead on the side of LGD, it's looking almost certain just the 2 letters are needed from LGD to seal the deal.
And again, you can see it's the armor. Like, they have no way of getting onto them, and they know there's no buyback, so they're gonna go for the win. Drow just buys back. Sell items, buy BOT, just like 5 gold short. Aiden, please increase gold income.
And there's the GG Elephant. 3-1 LGD. After being unable to take a game in the previous 2 BO3s. They win the grand final and take OGA Season 4.
Really well played. I mean, they came in with a plan. This slide worked really well for them in Game 3.